Do you ever see a trailer for something that you love, that you grew up with, and then realize how much the reboot's gonna suck? Yeah, me too. So here are 4 reasons why Ghostbusters will suck. Reason number 1, the cast. Alright, so the cast of the original Ghostbusters is filled with versatile character actors who are inhabiting these characters and bringing them to life. And even if you're a fan of all their original films, like I am, you still see those actors as those characters, no matter how many times you watch Meatballs or anything else. But the new cast is full of people who play the same characters in everything that they are in. Melissa McCarthy bumbles over something, says something only she thinks is funny, and then giggles at it. Kate McKinnon plays weird tomboyish characters that everybody thinks is weird in everything that she's in. Kristen Wiig is always saying something either outrageously inappropriate or just kind of weird, and then realizes it, and then just kind of mumbles to herself. And Leslie Jones, all she does on SNL is yell, and all she has done in this trailer so far, in this and the international trailer, is yell loudly. And Chris Hemsworth isn't funny. He's not funny in MCU. It's painful when he tries to be funny in there. He was in Vacation last year, and he was the worst part of an already terrible film. Why? Because he's not funny. Nothing he does is funny. He's not a comedian. Alright, so here's a list of some female comedians that would have been better for this film. Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, Chelsea Peretti, Mindy Kaling, Emma Stone, and Brie Larson. Reason number 2, the director. Paul Feig has only seen success with extremely R-rated films, and you can't reference Sabrina the Teenage Witch because he only acts in it. But all of his success has been found in very, very R-rated films. And that humor would not fit into a PG-13 film, no matter how you slice it. So he has to completely change up his style of comedy, and we don't know that he can do that. He has never proven himself to be able to do that. And if you watch the trailer, it looks like a lot of the time he's using childish humor as substitute for the raunchy humor. Alright, so here's a list of people who I think would be better for directing this film. John Landis, Edgar Wright, Terry Gilliam, and Kevin Smith. Reason number 3, the tone. The original Ghostbusters films, for me, aren't really about the comedy. I own them on Blu-ray, and these are films that I watch at Halloween time every year, because for me, they are spooky action comedies that have humor because you have 4 very, very funny people leading the film. But for me, the new film looks like it is a comedy, straight up, with a little bit of ghosts. And that for me is a problem, because I want Ghostbusters to be kind of an action thriller adventure with some humor in it, like the originals. Reason number 4, the way that they're rebooting the film. Okay, so we've seen 4 friends, 3 of whom happen to be scientists, who learn how to be Ghostbusters and have to make the technology from scratch and have to deal with people looking at them weird, what are Ghostbusters, and ghosts don't exist, and all these things. It's the original Ghostbusters, and it's one of the greatest films in the last 40, 50 years. So here's the thing. We don't need to see it again. And Paul Feig and this cast are not going to deliver a better version of that plot than we've already seen. So if you insist on making a new Ghostbusters, reboot it differently. Reboot it in a world where the Ghostbusters from the originals already existed. Because then they can find the original Ghostbusters technology. They don't have to make all that from scratch. People already know what ghosts are. They believe in ghosts, and they know who Ghostbusters are. So we can just jump into action and humor and not have to go through the same thing we already watched in the first film. Or maybe Melissa McCarthy is Bill Murray's daughter, and he passes the business on to her and her friends. Something like that. Because we don't want to watch a carbon copy of the original film that's less funny and less well made and less well acted. Thanks for watching. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I want to know, so please comment and tell me. Please like, subscribe, and share.